League had to say.
Well, the league gave Portadown Football Club a full and adequate hearing, and I think Portadown were fully happy with the hearing that they got. But in the final analysis, the management committee has upheld the decision of the emergency committee, and Portadown have been dismissed from the Ulster Cup. All other matters pertaining to the Gareth Fulton affair are in the hands of the Rules Revision Committee, and that'll be dealt with as soon as possible, Stephen.
Well, the repercussions of the league's decision has had a huge knock-on effect for the Ports. It's almost certain that the club will stand to lose 3 valuable Premiership points, be ejected from the Gold Cup and forfeit 2 trophies already won, the Mid-Ulster and the League Cups. Portadown officials were furious and staged a walkout after last night's hearing. Paul Honeyford is the club chairman.
Do you feel that you had a fair hearing tonight?
Well, what is a fair hearing? At the end of the day, we certainly had a hearing and to listen to everything we had to say. But at the end of the day, there were many people and many clubs represented there tonight that had an extra gain to get out of this if Portadown went down. So if that is a fair hearing then, I mean, I'll leave you to decide that.
You came tonight with your evidence. Were you fairly happy that it was all in order?
Yes, I was. We had evidence. Our secretary at that time, Melvin Foster, who had been with the club for 13 years, he had a record book or a receipt book where when a registration slip came back, it was entered into that book. That was no different in the case of this lad Fulton. And we must remember that this is a 14-year-old, or was with us from a 14-year-old, and he has played with us now to he's 17 years of age. His registration has been accepted year after year. There's a lot of questions I think Stephen's going to have to be asked. Referees' cards, are they being checked? I doubt it. I don't think so. If they had been checked, this wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have come to this stage.
Will Portadown follow Glenavan's suit, do you think, and go to court?
Well, we've got to decide that, Stephen. As I said to you earlier, we weren't 100% sure what we would do because we never thought we would lose this. Obviously, those are considerations now that will have to be given. We're very disappointed. We're very sore. I've been with Portadown Football Club for 17 years now as its director, vice chairman and as chairman, and I can assure you that I've never been so sickened in my life as what I am tonight. I'd have to ask and question my own position. Is this the type of game that I really want to be in?
Strong stuff indeed. So what about the Gold Cup? Well, the league have decided to postpone 2 of next Tuesday's quarter-finals, obviously Oma against Portadown, but surprisingly they've also called off the Cliftonville-Ballymena clash. Glenavan were set to play the Reds but were booted out after the Mark Kenny affair and had sought a High Court injunction. Now the league have preempted them. Longer term, it all points to a second cup final being postponed.
My greatest sympathies are with the local representative of Sun Life, Mr. James Boyce, who obviously has gone to great lengths to get us a sponsor, and now in the early stages of the quarter-finals the competition appears to be disrupted, and we're very concerned about that. And I'm talking to the representative of Ulster Television as well, and we have a contract with you regarding finals, and already one's been disrupted, and here we are at the moment in flux over the other one, Stephen. So, but nonetheless, we have to deal with it in a proper fashion and try and get everything straightened out, and we'll do that just